JMs featuring Waynos with You to Me. It is 10 minutes past 11 o'clock right here on Early Edition with Ete on your station, 531 PI, the one that brings Pacific people together. The Maka Leadership Programme aims to empower young people to become positive members of the community through the use of Muay Thai and Education. What is Muay Thai, you say? Is that when you have a Muay... No. It is that martial arts. Yes, Muay Thai. Now, the Maka Leadership Programme is part of or comes under the umbrella of Brotherhood Continues, a charitable trust. To tell us more about the Maka Leadership Programme as well as Brotherhood Continues Charitable Trust, we have in the studio with us this morning Barney Wikitera, Mike Zhang and Hydro. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much for making time to have a chat with us.
Morning, brother.
Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for having us.
It is our pleasure indeed. Now, Mike, first of all, give us a little bit of background about the Maka Leadership Programme.
Yeah, so the Maka Leadership Programme, it kind of just grew out of our passion for young people. We first met through rugby league. I met brother Mike here through the Richmond Tokes Club, and then I met brother Hydro through the mighty Marist Saints. Alumni of Sonny Bill Williams. So we met through rugby league and we had a common interest about our young people. And then we started a podcast actually at the Marist Rugby League Club to get the voice of our people out there and to send a message to our people that it's okay to talanoa, it's okay to speak up as well. So this journey started from that, and then the Maka Leadership conversation started, and then here we are today, and that's pretty much how it started, for our passion for young people as well as our passion for Muay Thai and fitness as well. So Leo Aholele is our head trainer for the program, so he can't be here today. He's helping our youth out there in the community as well. So that's a little bit about where we've come from, Mete.
In terms of helping youth, is that perhaps also born out of the fact that there weren't the programs there for you when you were growing up?
Yes. So it's more for us. It's more personal rather than financial gains. So we all come from different social economic backgrounds, and back in our days, we fell through the cracks, and the programs that were available to us were too westernized, and the social workers that dealt with us, they were all book smart but not street smart, so they couldn't relate to what we were going through. And so through this program, we're using our life experiences to connect with the youth.
And definitely there was a real gap that we saw, as Mike was saying. When we were growing up and then, we were learning our way around this world, there wasn't that support that we could see. And so we were just, like Mike said, using our lived experience, coupled with our professionalism in the space. I've been working in the youth space for the last 9 years now, as well as the other brothers here. So we kind of have this lived experience. We have this knowledge about the professionalism it takes to be a youth worker, as well as the passion. And then we saw there was a gap in regards to what that looked like. Hence we thought, let's do the Maka Leadership Programme. And it's not a gym or a training session. It's more than that. It's let's learn about Muay Thai, but also let's teach those life skills about confidence, resilience, culture. And so Leo, who's our head trainer, he takes them through that process in the beginning, first 10 minutes. He talks about resilience and what does it look like for you as a young person growing up in this world. And then at the end of it, he has some reflective conversations about them to get them thinking about what they've learned and how they put it into practice.
Hydro, where is the Maka Leadership Programme and how can young people sitting at home now be a part of that?
We are currently based at West Auckland in Ranui. We got a Maka Leadership Facebook page. We're on social media. And if you could just find us and then send us a message. Our first intake is full up. So but we're willing to just at least engage with people that are interested in, and we can sort of plan for the future. This is just taken off in the last couple of weeks. We don't know how big it's going to grow. We sort of went over the capacity already to try and not turn anyone away. But obviously it comes down to resources and also it's all volunteered for at the moment. So, I mean, you know, fight the good fight and do what you can with what you have. So that's sort of the basis of where it started as. But we're out west, Ranui, not too far. Everyone thinks west is so far, but you know, it's not that far really. Basically, we felt that out in central Auckland and west Auckland, we didn't have any of these services that predominantly featured out for the south side. For our people, no hate, no hate. Love our South Auckland family. Just saying that we need some of that. We're not all out here. So, you know, that's what it was. I felt like we grew up in Avondale, Mount Ross School. We've got to put it down and represent for where we're from and give it back to our
And
kids.
in terms of the hours, when is the program on?
So the program runs on Tuesday, Thursday from 6 to 8 and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. But we are available to our young people 24/7, and that's probably another part of the program. Mike here is our assigned youth worker, so we're aiming for him to be engaged past the program. So essentially the program is non-stop really for our young people. And even though we've reached a cap, because we wanted to be intentional, we didn't want to just flood through boys just to turn up and then keep getting numbers. We wanted to get a bunch of young men, create a brotherhood, create a village type mentality, and grow that and let them know that, hey, you can be a young brown person in this world with this brotherhood. And so that's where we've kind of got to at the moment.
It's been going 3 weeks now. How's it going, and how much longer has it got to go?
It's been going good. The first week, you know, I guess when you're in a room full of strangers, it's about getting to know each other and yourself, being comfortable to open up. Right now, you know, they're just getting along like a house on fire week 3, and I hope the energy keeps up. Attendance is high.
And how many more weeks to go?
Well, we plan out to roll out the first semester for 6 months in between to align with the school terms. But overall, we're looking at 12 months. Keep these kids on for a year. You can't really do anything in 6 weeks, you know, like make impact. So we want to be there, nurture, and just wrap around him for a whole year and see where that goes.
Mike Barney was just saying that you'll be available for these young people wanting to get some advice. How can people reach out to you?
So they can reach out to us through our Facebook page, Maka Leadership Programme, and from there we will look at the case, and then we'll approach it as a holistic approach, and then we'll get in contact with them, contact with the family, with the school, just any way we can help. So, I mean, if they want to do a career in UFC, get in touch with our local Muay Thai gyms or MMA gyms. If they want to do, just whatever career, we're open. Muay Thai is just an icebreaker.
Yeah.
And then,
And what is it about Muay Thai that you think you can translate to life in general?
Well, Muay Thai brings its discipline, it's teamwork as well, and then, you know, it creates a sense of brotherhood and family, which a lot of the youth don't have right now. And we also create role models, so we want them to grow together and lean on each other and hold each other accountable as a group. So that's why our maximum is 15 youth per group, and eventually we're hoping to have at least 2 or 3 groups a year, and then that way we'll have a combined session on Saturday with the 3 groups, and then they can, you know, see each other and think, oh yeah, so, you know, if I ever have problems or if I have a career that I want to do, there's other brothers out there that I can look to, other role models that we can look to, and not, you know, their own colour, you know, and stuff like that.
Wonderful, and especially in this day and age, as our young men look to find security in the friendship of others, they can sometimes go down the wrong path and end up in gangs, which is not necessarily a good place to find that solidarity with other members of the community.
Yeah, and I think that's where our passion lies, because we see these things unfolding. We see a lot of our young people facing a lot of barriers in their lives, and sometimes we see it as a repetitive process that we've gone through. And so we want to be that like intervention at a stage where they haven't had strong male role models. I remember several years ago, Judge Beecroft from the youth court, he said for young people to succeed or to flourish, they need a minimum of four positive male role models in their life. And so going from that, we've got 6 on the program now, and we really want to inspire young people to be leaders. We didn't want it to be just a program. We wanted for them to be leaders, and if with their leaders, they can go back to their families and to their communities and be leaders themselves.
Absolutely. Barney Wikitera, Mike Zhang, and Hydro, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the work that you continue to do for our young men. And if you're wanting more information about the Maka Leadership Programme, look up, search for Maka Leadership Programme on Facebook. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
You're listening to Early Edition with at 5:31 PI, bringing Pacific people together. Here is OMC.